Hey guys, Melrae here. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. So today I have a very exciting video. I actually planned to film this 2 days ago, but multiple things went wrong. One of which was I forgot my memory card at my mom's house because I was doing some editing over there. And then the other being my beautiful, wonderful, sweet little 2-year-old son decided that he would quietly sneak downstairs, climb up onto the kitchen counter, grab this bad boy, and completely destroy this shade and that shade. So I was able to salvage them a little bit, but it's still really heartbreaking. So as you can tell, today is a review / tutorial of the new Jeffree Star Blue Blood. It's so hard to say that. Blue Blood palette. This thing is so beautiful. I am not going to use this very much because I don't usually wear crazy colors because I'm an old lady. So I just bought this because it's like a collector's edition to me. It's so beautiful. Like, look at this. Is this a joke? So much time and thought obviously went into this palette. It's so beautiful in every way. So it has the little clasp here that is a beautiful like indigo light blue shade. The box is glossy and just silky and shiny, and it's heavy and weighty, and we don't want to throw it up again because we don't want to break it. Has a beautiful giant mirror here, and then all these beautiful shades. So you can actually create so many different looks with this palette. It has neutral shades, it has bright shades, it has everything. It has so many different colors and textures. Some of the shades are actually more green based than blue, so you can create some beautiful teal toned looks. And as I said, some neutral looks. There's lots of different transition shades to play with, so you can have a bright look while still having a bit of a neutral shift to it. I'm going to create another video tomorrow, which is going to be a neutral look, just to show how versatile this palette can be. But obviously, if you buy this, you're going to like blue tones, or you're just going to be obsessed with Jeffree. So I haven't used all the eyeshadows. The ones that I have used have performed so beautifully well. And this shade here, even though it looks like your basic neutral champagne bronzy shade, it's really not. It has almost a lilac undertone to it. When you apply it, it's so pretty. So I'm definitely going to use that in my next look. For today, I only used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 8 of the shades, and there are 18 shades in the palette, so I have 12 more. Wait, how many shades? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, 18. So I have 10. Math.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
So I have 10 more shades to use. So in the next video, I think I'm going to do 3 looks in one palette. So a neutral look, a green look, and then a different blue look. So if you want to see how I use this palette, then please continue watching. So as per usual, I'm going to create a halo eye. So I've primed my eyes with a MAC paint pot in soft ochre, and I have dusted a little bit of powder, nothing crazy. And let's get to it. So for transition, I'm going to use the shade Celebrity Skin here, which is a beautiful transition shade. And I'm just using a blending brush to apply that. And I barely touched this, and so much product. So much product, but barely any kickback. Blends out beautifully. So I'm the type of person that prefers high pigment. I don't care about fallout. I don't care about kickback. I just want my shadows to be pigmented and soft and to perform well. So next I'm going to use Blue Blood here, using the same brush and just applying it a little lower. So obviously I'm applying this on top of the brown, so it's going to be a little gray at first, but upon second coat, it instantly turns blue again, which is so nice. Usually it just blends into gray colors, but this, for a matte shade, getting its true color to perform over top of a brown is really, really unique. So now just to darken that crease, I'm going to use a small pencil blending brush and the shade Undertaker here. This one has a lot more kickback, but again, I really don't care about that. After tapping it off to make sure that I don't have a lot of fallout on my face, there is none. Which for such a dark shade with so much kickback on the pan is very good. And they're all blending into each other so well. So instead of starting with the darkest shade, I'm going to use the second darkest shade because I really don't want to use the glitter first, which my son destroyed, because I feel like it will make it difficult to apply Deceased over top of a glitter. So I'm going to use the shade Deceased here as my kind of transition shade for the halo. So I'm going to apply that with a shader brush just on the not outer corner, not center, but like middle of the eye. So this shade is coming out really nice. It's not coming out as identical to the pan. It's not as dark, but it's still a really pretty color, so I really like it. So now I'm going to apply Ice Tray with the same shader brush onto the center of my lid. Oh, I like that one. That one has such like a frosty sheen to it. It's obviously a shimmer shade, but it's so pretty. It's like, look at that. It's not what I was expecting at all. Like when you look at it in the pan, it doesn't have that intense kind of, the reflect is almost a baby blue, like an icy baby blue, and it doesn't look like that in the pan. So this is a shocker. This one is so pretty. Woo, woo. Sorry, my husband does that woo all the time, and now it's stuck in my head. So now I'm going to grab Deceased again and just apply that to the inner third. Yeah, this one doesn't apply as beautifully as that last shade, but it's still nice. Still very soft. Still pigmented compared to a lot of eyeshadow brands out there, so it's just not showing true to pan. So I'm just going to apply some more Ice Tray just to blend those together. Like this shade is bomb. And now for the outer corner, I'm going to apply Ocean Ice, the most beautiful shade. Obviously my son chose to destroy the two best shades in the palette, motherfucker. So I'm going to try applying this with a brush. Hopefully it works. So I'm going to use a Morphe Dome pencil brush and pick that up here. And I wish I could give a proper review on this. I can't really on this shade because I did have to fix it with alcohol. So I don't know if that would affect the formula of the eyeshadow. This one is creating a lot of fallout, but again, you're gonna have to go to someone else for this shade. But it is applying really nicely, even with a brush instead of your finger. Most of these glittery, intensely glittery eyeshadows only apply well with your finger, but this one is applying very nicely with a brush. So obviously this one has a ton of fallout, but again, can't judge because it's my son's fault. So I'm going to apply a little bit on that inner corner as well, or inner third. And just pull it in with a light hand so that it blends nicely into Deceased. And the glitter isn't disappearing. You know how when you apply a glittery eyeshadow, the glitter kind of just goes away. Not this one. So now let's try and brush away that fallout. Oy vey. Now I'm just going to do the same thing that I did to the top to the lower lid. Now I'm just going to blend that out with Celebrity Skin so that the top and the bottom match. And then for inner corner highlights, I'm going to use Cullinan. Cullinan? Is that someone's last name? I don't know. That is so intense. Beautiful. That's beautiful. And then for brow highlight, I'm just going to use Wealthy because I don't like an intense shimmer highlight on my brow. And for eyeliner, I'm just going to use my Morphe liquid liner pen. I love this because it's matte, and I'm going to do a very thin line. Not a wing, just a thin line. I just realized I got some fallout on my lip, on my mustache. Okay guys, so that is my tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. As far as review goes, I mean, what can I really say? I'm not into swatches because I find that swatches are so unreliable. Some people are good swatchers, some people are bad swatchers. There's so many things you can do to manipulate how they perform. So I'm not going to swatch it for you. Just let it be known that this palette is so beautiful. The eyeshadows are so soft and buttery, so pigmented, so blendable. The only shadow that I had fallout with was this one here, but as I said, my son damaged it. So I don't know if it would have fallout if he hadn't, because I did have to repair it. So it is kind of looser than it was upon receiving it from Beautylish. All the other shadows performed so well. They all blended beautifully, especially Blue Blood here. I was able to apply that over top of the Celebrity Skin shade, and I was still able to really get that bright baby blue shade to pop, which is so rare with a lot of matte eyeshadows. Usually it just blends into kind of a browny, muddy gray color, where this was able to really maintain its own depth and color and tone, and it was so good. So this is an expensive palette. I think that it retails for $67, but it has so many shades. They are large size pans. It's gonna last you a long time, especially if you're just using it for pops of blue. If you use blue every day, then you are a hero and you might go through it faster, but I suspect that most of you don't wear blue every single day. So yeah, not much to say. Is it a good palette? Yes. Should you buy it? That's up to you, honey. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when my Blue Blood 3 looks 1 palette tutorial goes live. Give this video a like, give it a comment. I will see you next time. Bye guys.